What are you hoping to accomplish with this visit and the first ever City Summit?
Self-government is a very important point in our society, and we as mayor are responsible for services for our citizens, and actually it's community. Mayors, you have to be fall in materia, deep in materia in your hometown. You care about education, medical care, and safety. You deliver services, and that's why we understand each other very good, very much better than another politician. And I have personal great relationship with many people who have exactly the same position, mayor of another cities. And that's why I'm very happy to be here in Denver in the Mayor's Summit. And I know it's more than 1,500 people participate in this summit. Mayors who is responsible for services, who represent communities, and a lot of sister cities of our hometown. And I'm very happy to be here. Very happy to say thank you very much for American people, thank you very much for American government, thank you very much for my colleagues who give support for Ukraine, humanitarian help, for any kind of support is very, very critical, important, life important for us, for Ukrainians, and great be back in the United States, because United States I feel me like I'm back at home.
It's a little bit different, though, your visit this time compared to other times that you've been in the United States. What would you say your message is to the American people right now, based on what is going on in your hometown and in your home country?
First point, thank you for support. We never forget your help, and from your help, from help Americans people, depend our lives and our future. Thank you to support in our fight for democracy, because we see our country as part of modern democratic society. Putin never accept that, and that's why they're starting this war against Ukraine, want to bring Ukraine back to Russian Empire. We don't want back to USSR. We see our future as part of democratic European family. It's first reason, what I want to say. Second message, it will be a big mistake to think war far away from your home. This war never touched you personally. I try to explain this war actually touched million people in everyone in our homeland, million people in Europe, and this war can touch everyone in our planet. We actually was a couple of weeks ago so close to big tragedy. One of the largest nuclear power plant station in Ukraine, in Zaporizhia, was on the fire, because the nuclear station in the front line, if explosion will be, it can be bigger tragedy than Chernobyl, times bigger. In this case, this war can touch everyone in our planet. And also it's very important, if we have the same values, the same principles what we're fighting for, please support us, because it's very important. Very important never have dictatorship. I born in Soviet Union. I'm old man. I know what I talk about, and that's why we don't want back to USSR. We see Ukraine as part of democratic society. It's very important for us.
How is Kyiv doing these days?
Difficult time for Kyiv. Our economy destroyed, infrastructure destroyed, roads, bridges, and right now to starting. Thank you for anti-missile system, what we receive from the United States, and that's why the main priority and main question right now for every our citizens, for every Ukrainians right now is safety. We feel us much more safety from Russian missiles because we shoot down with modern weapons everyone, every rockets, every kamikaze drone, and it's very important. We have a lot of challenges. We have to running economy. We have to be successful in battlefield. We have to be successful economically. We have to be strong, and it's our goal to be strong, to be successful. And thank you for support.
You're here meeting with other mayors. They're talking about big city issues, transportation, drugs, garbage collection in some cases. You're all trying to do that all while fighting a war at the same time. How difficult is that for you to run the city while fighting a war against Russia?
Oh. If you ask me about this period of time, it's like it's more than 1 year. It's like one long day, non-stop. As mayor, responsible for civil defense, responsible for safety, responsible for education, responsible for medical care. So much responsibility. It's please don't forget, Kyiv, largest city in East Europe, almost 4 million citizens, and a lot of challenges. Not easy, but I know from my previous career, no fight, no win. And that's why you have to fight for your dream, for your vision, for your values, for your city, for your future, and never give up.
You mentioned your previous career. Nobody's going to compare boxing and fighting a war, but what lessons have you taken from your boxing career that have been applicable to what you're going through right now?
It's the sport and war is total different points, total different. Listen, in this sport we have clear rules. This war, it's not a war, it's genocide. Why Russian killed civilians? Children, women, old people. Simple explanation, they need property. They need country without people. They don't need us. And to let us freezing in last winter, to destroy our infrastructure, to live without freezing, without heating, electricity, water. I'm proud to be the part of my city because I listened 1,000 times from our citizens. They told, better without electricity and water than with Russian soldier. Back to sport. It's I learned sport gives me so much in my life. It's special university. Sport is special university because it's very important, especially in boxing. You are alone inside the ring, but you depend from your team. One wise man teach me, if you want to be the best in sport, you take the best coach, best doctor, best promoter, best manager, and you will be automatically the best. Work with the best, you will be the best. And that's why from the sport I have great lessons. You can alone to fix all challenges, all problems what we have in city. You need good team around you. People who are responsible, who is professional, who is actually effective. And that's why to build a team around you is main task. And if you have good team, you can beat everyone. And that's why it's main key for success, good people around you. And I try to be better always and to change. Listen, my job, I was member of parliament, I work in the government, but to be the mayor, the best job ever. Because in central government, you're just promising. I'm delivering. And people very appreciate. I change by my hands my city to make city much more comfortable, much better. By the way, we did everything to stop the war. As a sportsman, I traveling around the world. I saw thousands of cities, hundreds of different countries. It's unique city, Kyiv. It's very beautiful, very old. And after the war, by the way, not everyone know I working years long as guide, make excursion for the people.
Oh,
yeah, and that's why I want to tell to everyone, war will be stopped, definitely. We win this war, and welcome to Kyiv. You will be really surprised how beautiful, old, I promise, ocean of emotion, unforgettable emotions from visiting our hometown. It's beautiful, green, big river, a lot of islands, some part of Miami, some part of Los Angeles, and it's mix. It's really beautiful city, and great gas-friendly people live there.
When do you envision that happening?
Honest?
Yeah.
I don't know. I hope in this year. I hope in this year. I'm not Nostradamus. Yes, of course, I try to look in the future, but the wish for every Ukrainian, 40 million Ukrainians have wished to stop the war, to bring the peace back to country. We do it everything, but it depends from us, from Ukrainians, and also depend from our partners, because we already surprised whole world. We're fighting against one of the strongest armies in the world, and experts give to us a couple of days, maybe a couple of weeks. We successfully defend our country more than 1 year against strongest army in the world. Simple explanation. As former fighter, I tell you, it's principle, not the size, not the power, the spirit and will to win, the main point in the battle. And it's our families, it's our children, it's our future. The difference between Russian soldier and Ukrainian, they fighting for the money. We fighting for the family, for our children. Are you ready to give your lives for the money? How much? Nobody ready. But if the question of your family, future of our children, we're very good motivated, and that's why I'm more than sure we stop this war. And also, Americans people support us. We are time stronger.
What is it like not knowing what Kyiv might look like, or when it might return to normal? I mean, is it too much to say, what is it like not knowing what tomorrow might bring for the Ukrainian people?
What do you mean exactly? I don't understand.
You say you don't know when Kyiv will be back to normal. You hope it will be the end.
No, right now, sorry. Right now you have peaceful illusion in our hometown. People go to the street, opens shops, restaurants, and friendly atmosphere, but a couple of 100 miles to east and south, real hell. It's this peaceful feeling, thank you for every our soldier. But we have to bring the peace to whole country. But it's very important to coming back to the home. Never pay attention to rocket alarm, because I have some numbers. from 12 months last year, more than 1 month, citizens of our city spent in the underground, in shelters, in bunkers. And it's not normal life. And that's why it's peaceful atmosphere, but everyone know in any second the Russians, rockets, drones can destroy his life. And this scary feeling is not good. We hope it's very soon this feeling will be in past time.
I asked you your message to the American people. What is your message to the American government? Because they're the ones that are signing off on all the support.
It's the same message actually for American government. It's Americans people responsible for peace in the whole world. Huge responsibility. And it's actually responsible for democracy, for standards of lives in people in the world. By the way, the message for American government, we're coming back to 1996 Budapest Memorandum. I want to remind, Ukraine was third country in the world with nuclear weapons. As goodwill, we give up our nuclear weapons with a guarantee, which give United States and also Russia guarantee of our independence and territorial integrity. The Russians destroyed all memorandum, destroyed all principles starting the war. But it's very important. It's very important. One of the largest, no, not one, largest country in Europe, stable, strong, politically, economically, and we need democracy in our homeland, and we need help. And a lot of depend from Republicans, from Democrats, and they have to unite it regarding support of Ukraine. Critical, important for us.
Do you think that your past in boxing has helped you or given you a different platform than maybe if you didn't have that and were currently the mayor of Kyiv? Does that make sense?
Yeah, it's my sport background helped me a lot. I never use my skills, boxing skills, never ever. But to be organized, much better, to have a discipline. It's very important to have the same principles, to have achieve the goals. You need to be concentrated as in sport, and also people know me in politics around the world, and some celebrity status helped me also, and I try to use my status for the goods for my homeland. It's helped me. My background helped me.
And anything else?
The only thing I would ask is, how do you keep hope alive?
Yeah.
You know, that's got to be so difficult to see all the destruction and the people dying. How do you inspire the people to see the future?
I want to explain some story, most difficult moment in last year, in the year of the war. Second week of the war, our main train station, breaking full, thousand people. One I visiting and checked everything is fine. Was one corner for the children playground. One kid, I guess 5, maybe 6 years old, crying, asking about mom, dad. I come to him and try to bring him good mood, give 5, don't worry, the parents coming very soon. He he was with bad mood, crying. One woman come to me behind and tell, "Sorry, Mr. Klitschko, we don't know how we have tell to child. The kid don't know the parents killed. They already died, and he's alone." I was shocked. I think about that many days, many months. It's emotionally, it's very difficult moment. It's this war is big drama for millions of people, but it's very important. Very important to be strong and to show to everyone, please don't be upset. The reason why Russians destroyed our infrastructure and critical infrastructure, we're living this winter without no water, electricity, heating. They try to bring depressive mood to the people. We have to take our stuff and move somewhere else outside of the country to make country empty for Russians. It's very important to be optimistic. It's very important to be strong. And for me as mayor, because all community looking at me, and that why my principles from the sport: never give up, no fight, no win, and we fighting, everyone fighting for his city, his country, his future, his children, and we win. I'm more than sure. And exactly the same opinion have everyone citizen in our hometown. And we do it everything. Every day we closer to peaceful time, and we do it everything what we can to bring peace back to our homeland.
Is it hard for you to maintain that attitude?
No.
Why not?
Physically, it's no impact on me.
So that's just you.
You know what? It's very important to show you are you strong, and never complain. It's my principles. I'm strong man.
I'm not going to challenge you on that.
Thank you to my mom and dad. They give me a strong body, strong health, and good spirit, and that's why I'm strong. I'm never complain, and very important to have a goal and achieve the goal. In our goal, peace back to Ukraine. We're fighting for that. We do it everything, and we have a lot of power, and we have great partners. And thank you one more time for everything what do it American people for Ukraine.